Hello everyone, Dog Walker Dave here. Today on the channel, I'm going to give you my thoughts and opinions on the Norda 001 trail running shoe. But before I get into my thoughts on this trail running shoe, I want to cover a couple of things. Number one, Norda is not providing me with these shoes, bought them with my own money. Number two, over the last 3 months, that is my third pair of what I call real trail running shoes. I had the Nike Zagama, tested them on one trail run. They were very comfortable. Many good things about the Nike Zagama 2, but there was not a lot of room in the toe box as far as the depth, volume, and I don't have a high volume foot. So I ended up selling them on Facebook Marketplace. I also picked up a pair of the normal Tomir version 2.0, which were an amazing shoe. And I know this is not a review about those other shoes, but I'm just giving you a little bit of backstory here. I had the Tomir 2.0, had them on numerous runs, including a 50K race. But what happened is that I was getting a stitching problem on the inside of the shoe that came from the midsole, because the upper was stitched on to the shoe itself. And on my heel and on the inside of my toe on the right side, there was a manufacturer defect. So I ended up sending them back to Normal. They're very good customer service. Extremely nice shoes, but unfortunately I had to send them back. So I needed a pair of trail running shoes that had nice aggressive grip and all the things that you require in a trail running shoe that you're going to take on really good adventures. So I bit the bullet, picked up the Norda 001 after hearing many things about them. The one complaint from just about everybody is the price, but I'll get into that in a bit. They're a company based out of Montreal here in Canada. I believe it's Montreal in Quebec. And they are a very small business, and they produce trail running shoes, and that is it. So here are my thoughts on what I like about the shoe, and maybe a thing or two that I don't like about the shoe. Number one, lots of room in the toe box. I don't have a wide foot, but it's really nice to have a lot of room in the toe box and the depth. Great support around the midfoot. Snugs in, holds in very nicely. Fully gusset tongue, of course, and it just holds in and locks in the midfoot and the forefoot very nicely. Number two, Vibram outsole, 5mm. I won't go into any more detail about it. I think it's the best you can get. Number three, the stack height. We're looking at a 26 to 21 mil, 26 millimeters in the heel, 21mm in the forefoot for a 5mm drop. For me, that's the perfect stack height for a trail running shoe. I don't like anything more aggressive than that. Thick enough to provide great cushioning over some really challenging terrain. And I'll show you some video footage of a trail that I did yesterday that was over 7 hours with really technical spots. But that mid stack height is great for me for trail running shoes. I'm not a fan of really thick stack heights. I know that some people love it and love the comfort and cushion, but this midsole does a great job of providing that good ground feel, but cushioned enough so that you're not feeling all the roots and rocks and everything underneath. Number three, nothing really of a heel collar at all. A couple of small little bumper strips on the inside of it. The lockdown is something that you need to get used to because it takes a while to get used to having no support in the heel counter. So that takes some time. And for me, it took probably 3 runs to really dial that in. Number four, I know this is just a small thing, but the little sock liner on this shoe, oh, this is a sweet, sweet sock liner. Very comfortable. Number five, and this is one of my gripes, but it's not really a gripe of the shoe. It's something that's happening with my heel. I'm getting a little bit of, not even heel slippage causing a problem, but I'm just finding a little bit of a sore spot on my right heel only, just one little spot here, and it's not in the shoe. I can feel that in the shoe. There's no problems in the shoe. It's just how my foot is holding in the shoe. It's providing me a little bit of grief when I go up a really steep incline, but other than that, everything about the shoe is extremely comfortable. I can't stress enough how comfortable this shoe feels. And now on to the last thing that people I know are going to get in the comments about, and they're going to talk about the price. This is $285 here in Canada. Yes, this is expensive. I will not deny that. But just hear me out for a sec. Some people will claim that this shoe is going to last twice as long as every other shoe. I tend to doubt that because your biggest failure point is just going to be the midsole cushion. I don't think this midsole is going to last 1,000 miles. But if I get 1.5 times use out of this shoe compared to another trail running shoe, I think that would be great. And the way I can justify it is that for me, I need to have good footwear. That's number one priority for me when I run and hike and do all these different adventures. Footwear, I will not skimp on footwear. I don't mind spending the money on a pair of running shoes that feel this good. They are honestly this good as far as comfort. Durability, well, we'll see about it. I will try to put in at least 50 hours of use, or the equivalent of about 500 kilometers, before I report back to show you how much I've worn over the last 500 kilometers, 50 hours of use. And so far, these are so nice, I am tempted to pick up another pair just to have them in a rotation. That's all I have, everyone. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all your support. Maybe hit that subscribe button and get outside. Peace.